Hi viewers, welcome back. We're in the warm house catching up on blooms as I didn't do an update at the end of August. Not much to see, but one of my favourite, in fact I think it is my favourite Lepanthes, Telepogon flora. It is the most beautiful miniature I've ever seen, and I just love the way it flowers, the circular flower. It's gorgeous. And then when it finishes its show, it looks like these baby ones before they open, and then it closes up like that as well before they drop off. But it's doing really well, and it's picking up, and I can see more coming there. So it's now recovering from the remount I did over a year ago, because this is certainly the most flowers it's had on it at one time since, and more promised. So I'm really pleased with that. And now below, and let's zoom out of this a bit actually, and then let's, yeah, of course, press the button and go the wrong way. Arangus Mr. Sidii. Don't knock the camera. Arangus Mr. Sidii. It's taken me 2 years to flower this. I bought this at the Welsh Orchid Festival in 2019 from Trey Sanders, and I remounted it that winter, and it didn't do anything last year. This year it's put up a flower spike with 3 blooms on. There should be more blooms on than that, but you know what, I'll take that. It has flowered and I like it. Now what we have here flowering for the first time Triquetra or Triquetrum. Triquetrum. Tolumnia species. Triquetrum. It's getting a bit jaded now because it's been open a couple of weeks. I have filmed an earlier clip which I'll put on of this after, either before or after this one comes in, but it is the best species that I have seen and flowered. More to the point, it doesn't grow in the hideous way that the others grow, with all their long, gangly, flimsy flower spikes. That said, don't knock it. If you get a flower, you get a flower, whichever way it goes. But I'm not impressed with the others. I should be getting rid of those other 2 species because they don't interest me at all. Oh, now here is something we have seen before, and if I can get you out of the way. You know, I don't want to disturb that plant because I want all of the flowers to open, and I don't want to risk damaging it. So let's get rid of you hanging up there. Let's get rid of you hanging up there. Take you down. And there you have Ornithocephalus manabina in flower again, and they are the most delightful. They're not all open. There's a spike down there, there's a spike in there. These 2, I'm trying to keep them, I'm not going to do it with one hand. There's 4 over the back there, 3 over the back there, which have still got flowers to open. And I want this to take to the show. It's the plant of Graham's. This is the second time I've flowered it. I've had it over a year now. Got it last August 20, and it put on an amazing display going into the winter. Can't remember, I'd have to look up the date it flowered, and here it is putting on another amazing display because it's not a big plant, but it's growing beautifully on that mount. And I'm thrilled to bits with it, and thrilled to bits to have a plant of Graham's, because Graham, bless him, he was a member of the committee, he was a member of the society for an awful long time, and he grew a lot of different species, but they were, when I say different, not anything run-of-the-mill was not for Graham. He had run-of-the-mill, but he liked different. And I can remember, if Graham's got a plant to enter in the show, he normally brings one plant, it's a miniature, and it takes best in show. There's no messing. This is a smaller version with the plant he won best in show of, because the one he won best in show of he got from another really nice guy who passed away some 6 years ago plus, and he had a larger specimen of this, and it was beautiful. And Alan Sapsard's now got that, and that has flowered for him this year. It's flowered beautifully, so I'm thrilled to bits with this for it to come up now. And I think for the first time ever, let me actually zoom out and go down there. Nope. Go down there and look at that species. It's Phalaenopsis violacea indigo, with a flower spike, which I'm hoping is going to be open for the show. I've never shown a Phalaenopsis species before. I've got several of them with spikes, but that is the one that is most advanced, and that is the one that hopefully will go to the show. But we shall see. You know how terrible I am for dropping things. There we have flower buds on Pseudoesciens cross Lawesii. Oh, one's open, look at that. So no shape at all like the Lawesii, more shaped like the Pseudoesciens, just a smaller flower. Up there we have the best show this year of the Dendrobium hibiki kikis. Last year, this is the one that was in flower still. It's still got ones on there that aren't even open up there. This was in flower from last year, well into the spring this year, and then it had a rest of about a month and then started putting these out. So here we have Maniliform performing again this year. I think this is the third little flush of flowers. The first flush was the really big flush, the permanent flush, and the main flowering season. But it keeps on putting up little bits, and it's got, oh, it's still got more coming in there, and dinky ones up there. So there's still more to be seen. It has not finished yet. And what we have behind me, down is that? There it is. Dracula Cordabe. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spikes on it, I think. 6 spikes on it. So more to come of that one, definitely. And up here there's a first time flowering. Oh, there as well is another flowering. There we have, hold on, I'm just gonna, Maiakii crossed with Petiolatum. Gorgeous. A little bunch of flowers with another bunch in the wings. Petiolatum is a miniature, so we've got dinky little flowers on there. I love that. And over there I saw that's another flower spike on the Maiakii Chrysaloesii. So he's got a flowered spike and he's putting out this new one. Oh my goodness, getting a crick in the neck here. The only Masdevallia in here, oh no, there's a flower bud up there, but the only one I have in flower is my Striatella, which is very pale. And again, these damn snails, bush snails, are in here again. I hate the damn things, hate them with a passion. Never had so much damage from snails. Plus, here we have, but going over now, is my potted Dendrobium hibiki. I can see a snail down there munching, or even a slug. Not anymore, you're not, matey. Not anymore. Munching on my flowers. Well, they're just a bane of my life at the moment. This is not what I would call a good display. Do you know what? I'm going to mix up probably the last bit of my slug clear and run them through these pots, because they must be hiding in a pot somewhere. But this, let's put up several. Those are finished there. And down there they've finished. So I'm just thrilled, to be fair, because I got this one the same time as Roger got his. His still looks better than mine, I have to say. But mine is still growing, albeit being eaten by snails and slugs. I need to get something out here to kill them. I need to eradicate what's going on in this greenhouse. I need a smoke bomb of some sort. I don't know if it kills slugs and snails though, but I need to use the last lot of slug killer I've got to pour them through these pots in here and get rid of them. I go through them every week and I always manage to find some. I need to come out here tonight, I think, and sort them. We have got, can you get in your place please? Thank you. Let me see what we've got. I don't think we've got much more. We've got the new one you saw on a separate video, and then we've got the other hibikis that are going over. And this was the one up here that put on the best show last year. Hasn't done this year, but it's still there. It's still growing, so we'll take that, I think, and we will finish with this. Oh no, don't let's finish, because what I have for you on my Victoria Regina, which I bought as a single single cane back in 2018 from Burnham's. It's still not very big. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're still quite thin canes. I need to grow this on better. But this is my baby Victoria Regina flower. It's dropped one of its flowers, so that's my baby that I mounted. This one is supposed to be a species. It certainly is not a species, Regina. It is a cross of some sort. Flowers are too big, colour is wrong. That is, well, it's sold to me as a Victoria Regina, but there's no way that it is. But I got one from Marius at our, no, wrong way, our Orchid Society garden party, which is a much stronger plant than even my baby one is. It's got a nice growth on there. Nice growth on there that's growing on. Kiki that's growing there. And he's mounted it in this delightful Welsh moss. And that could still flower, that bit. So I've got two really good ones. So I was pleased about that. And also what I found for the third time, come out of your little pot, this is Aurantiflamium. And she's had a flush of 2 lots of flower spikes. I didn't think she would have any more. But looky here, where my fingers are, she is going, and on there, she is going to present us with some more. There's more coming on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 4, if not 5. 5 if they grow on there to come. So this will be its third flush. Instead of doing a big flush, it did 3 smaller ones. Because last year it had a beautiful collection. Now I would be quite happy if that was in flower for the show, but it's not going to be because the buds are just too early. But that currently is one of my favourite dendrobiums. I just love the flowers. I love, they're so different, and they give me an amazing amount of pleasure. A bit like this one and its smell really, which I shall finish on, because I now need to go next door and film in the small house, and at least then I'll feel that I've achieved something and have something ready to give you, because I have a couple of other things to do that I need you to see about the way things are going to be. These plants need repotting, and both of my Brian Charles need to come out of their hanging upside down pots, and I need to do that as well. So aim to do that sometime this week, but busy catching up with things I haven't done. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one, as they say. What are you doing? No, you've finished. I think you're not going to do anything anymore. You have finished for this season. There's no surprises around here. No, there isn't. So we will leave you with the new kid on the block, which is truly divine, and I cannot wait for those flowers to open. That cane has got 2 flower spikes in. Ah, adore it. Oh, I know I forgot to show you before I go. 2 more. No, let's not hang you there. Let's hang you there. Let's come out. Here we have Mr. Oncidium Cheirophorum performing. I'm not so sure now. It's going to be open for Bournemouth show. That's 4. There's another one over there. It's 5. And I found a baby one down there somewhere. Just can't see it now. Oh, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do not think it is going to be ready for Bournemouth show. Because if I was, Roger and I were going to be in competition again at a Bournemouth show with Cheirophorum, and he's got a Cheirophorum, and he's got a Tulumnia bloody bird flowering, and that's already flowering. But what I've also got, because it came in the same lot as his did, is a flower spike on Tulumnia bloody bird. There she blows. So she's got a long way to go. She certainly won't be ready for that show. But I've already had to lower it down because the flower spike was getting too near the ceiling. But that really is it. We really will go next door now. And I'll catch you on the next one. So with a lovely splash of berry odour, I'll say bye-bye for now.